and welcome to my channel. Here is Kiki and her guides, where me and my guides like to pick a card readings based on just ways to be more productive in society, or even like how to overcome things. And that's along the lines of this readings here today, as we are doing what are your blocks and how do we overcome those blocks, because I do find that we do find moments where we just hit a wall and we get confused of what to do next. So here's one of those readings. So let's see kind of what is blocking you in life right now and how do you progress and move forward. We are going to start with the bottom, collective's energy, like we always do, and we're seeing what these blocks might be. So over the next few weeks is definitely going to be like a big thing for you where you might want to really overcome these. You may have to start saying no to some people and taking some action in regards to like your life. This could also mean like your love life too for some of you, because I did see a romance card come up on the bottom there. But it's also about like taking a moment to have a higher perspective and battling those demons inside of you. Oh, and overcoming those like challenges too, like making those movements forward. Lots of wanting maybe over the next while, having to take action for yourself and putting yourself first. Definitely starting this new journey within yourself too for some of you, and even maybe some of you want to accomplish a dream of some sort, but you're not able to take some action because you are holding yourself back. Some of this may have to do with your career or your finances, if not love, depending on which reading it could be. We also have here this priestess and this warrior energy, which I saw too, because priestess kept like wanting to jump out of the deck. And I was like thinking with the priestess, there's like a sense of just heading into your own like spiritual alignment, taking this role of leadership too. Even with the warrior, woman warrior here, there's like a sense of just getting into your power, taking action, answering your own calling, and aligning your life to what you want it to be in the end, to push yourself forward and to end up in the place you want to be. So that is the collective energy. I thought it was super cool. So this reading is going to be a mixture of just like a couple decks, just to see how that life is going for you guys. We are going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So do jump to your timestamp. We have a variety of different little crystals here today. So take a look on the crystal and like it's right to you. So we are going to move right into the reading. If you need to pause, go back, take a pause, take a moment to really do some meditation, pick a pile that really calls towards you, or even a crystal that calls towards you. But we are heading straight into this pile number 1. So hi, pile number 1. If you chose this adventuring, this is your reading. We are seeing what is blocking you in life right now and how do we overcome those blocks and those challenges. So let's see. Let's get details on this. So we have 3 of Springs. We have this Ace of Autumn. Unity with this card. 2 of Winter. Let's put this here. We have the Ego card, as well as we have Strength. So automatically with the Sky on top, 3 of Springs talks about needing to take, maybe planning things, having structure more to your finances. Some of you may be really in some form of chaos right now, especially since I do see this Ego card here, which may feeling like being trapped in your like environment, trapped in the place you are. Some of you may be really feeling like the world is against you here, and not in the sense of like the world's actually against you, but you feel like things haven't really gone in your favor for quite some time. You may be lacking a plan right now, and that's really affecting your like work, how you're dealing with things. Some of you may be in school and you're noticing like things are like really chaotic and messy around you, and you're noticing that things are falling out of your grasp, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I'm behind, I'm this, I have to work, I have this and this. And it's a sense of like you may have a lot of options around you and what you're doing and what you're juggling, and you're like, even with here the this Unity card, for me the the Hierophant also talk about education. I could talk about structures and having to do things in like a very structured way. So you may be finding that trouble there, or even like some of you are struggling with some form of tradition in like terms of what you have to do career wise, or even like how you have to make money. Like you're very used to doing things the way that everyone else wants you to do it, and how your society wants you to bring you up, and that's actually blocking you from going after the thing you want to do, because you have to make these decisions between something creative or something very logical. With the 2 of Winter here reminds me of decisions. You may like be very indecisive, and that's what's holding you back and causing this chaos and what is your block right now. And you need to find this courage to really make a decision, to take action, and maybe even take a leap forward in what you want to do. Some of you may be applying for school even, and you're not sure what to apply for because you want to do something maybe to appease your parents, but that's like, again, something you actually want to do, but you also want to make a really logical choice of what's the best decision for you in regards to this, and that's causing this chaos and this feeling of being trapped, right? Because even this talks about illusions at the end of the day. Okay, let's see a little bit more about how do you overcome this. So it's all coming together, laying foundations, divine plan, as well as the initiation. The thing I find cool is that these both have like all these people around you, so you may want to like just get some extra opinions, even like talk to the people who are close to you, maybe even a grandmother figure, maybe someone you might confine in to really help you make this decision about what you want to do, especially if you have a close relationship with this. You have with the Great Gathering, it says it's all coming together in intuitive hints, soul tribe. Then you have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan, and then you had the initiation, which is about a rite of passage, crossing over the threshold. So I feel like there's a sense you may need to start talking to people who are close to you more to get more open about the decision you want to make. And if you do want to do something more creative, maybe even like try to find support in other people who will also be there to benefit you. And as you do that, make that decision that will help you cross this threshold path about what you want to do for yourself. Let's see, we have religious factors maybe affecting you here and let go of control issues. So yeah, like I feel like someone around you, even this could be like some religious factors, maybe like what's holding you back too. Like religiously, this is what you are expected to do. You are expected to have these like traditions. This also talks about traditions too, right? So like a sense of like whoever like you feel like you have to do something to appease the people around you, right? And I feel like you have like someone else is controlling your life, and you're like, I don't really want to do this, and that's what's really blocking you, is like these people controlling what you need to do. And it's kind of like a puppet, like you feel like you're a puppet on strings and someone else is a puppeteer, because you have to like follow the logic that everyone else wants to do, and you may not want to do that yet, and you want to put yourself in this way, and you feel like everything else is spiraling out of chaos because it's like out of your control. What do we have here? You have life map. Yeah, I feel like a sense, so definitely like that's sorry, I think I just said the same thing over and over again. Okay, so yeah, someone definitely is controlling your life. Life map and is the Wheel of Fortune, but in reverse there's a sense of delay, stagnation, and it's also a sense of like unknowing what path you are meant to go down. The Nine of Lotuses here, sacrifice, and the Four of Embers. Yeah, you may really feel like at home or whoever is around you is really just making you do things, and you have to sacrifice pieces of yourself to get to where you need to, and that's actually what's blocking you, is this consistent need to sacrifice yourself and to do what you're doing next. I saw a TikTok where a girl was like, someone was like, disappoint your parents, right? They're gonna get over it. Like, if you want to do something for yourself, go do that, and like put yourself in the where you need to. When you finally see the fruits of your labors, they'll probably come back around anyway, right? So I feel like that's probably what you need to do, is like put yourself first, stop sacrificing for other people and having them rule and control your life, and start to put yourself at the forefront, put yourself in the front, like the front seat of the car, and like take control of your life and put yourself where it needs to, because there is something better that you want here. Maybe another opportunity that is something better. Oh my god, you even have let it go to, oh my god, yeah. So I feel like let go of these people and what they want you to do. Put yourself in that first. The tall tale too could be like back to that puppet on a puppeteer. Yeah, look, oh my god, like literally it's a puppet on like strings, right? So you'll feel definitely the sense of control and manipulation here, right? So you are definitely like, I think someone's really holding you back from what you want, and you need to let that go. You need to cut that cord of strength so you could go after the things that are better for you, so you could go after that opportunity that you do want. And I like see how this has a gold in it? I feel like all these little things remind me of that like aspect of all the gold falling around. Like you maybe like have to sacrifice opportunities to like satisfy other people. Don't do that. You don't have to keep sacrificing for others. Let go of that and put yourself in the forefront. Put yourself in that position of authority of where you want desiring to go, what is happening next, what will push you forward and navigate you in the right place that you need. And it's all just going to come in time. And I think it's because like these other people were manipulating you into like having what you need to. You know what? Manipulate is a really strong word. It doesn't even mean like you need to be manipulated. These people could just be like, this is what we do traditionally, and it's really like pushing you to like maybe put distance, like you maybe what you want is different from what everyone else expects you to do, and you are meant to challenge that. Maybe you are the black sheep of your family, and you're not sure of how to continue on next and how to push yourself forward into the ways you need to. And to overcome those blocks, you have to let go of sacrificing yourself and put yourself in the forefront of what you need to, because there's things that are better for you that will make things a lot easier and a lot better. Okay? And I think like it has to do with these like traditions and these factors that are really holding you back. And honestly, like I think you need to let go. Yeah, let go a couple times too. Let it go of controlling issues, right? So whoever, like, if you are the one that seems to be over in control of your life, it's a little different. I would think like you may need to surrender to divine a lot more, allow things to go through, but I feel it's more so your environment and it's these false illusions that are keeping you trapped. And I think after like you start to put yourself first, going after what you want, stop sacrificing for other people, you're gonna find that things are really just gonna come into alignment for you. So you really just need to let go, cut ties with people that don't longer serve you. This could be friendships even that are pulling you back and pulling you down even. It doesn't have to be family members. It doesn't have to be like all that. Could be like you are like in this position that you have to act a specific way, and you need to figure out how to stop sacrificing for this position and find ways to like gain from it instead, right? So let's grab a little bit of extra messages here to get more of a clarifying message. Here, Spirit, Ancestors, Angels, my guides, please add more to this message here today about the blocks in their life. What would happen after we cut some ties here? How would that work? Ooh. Okay, so anything else here, Spirit? Anything else? Ooh, okay. So we're going to take that, leave it down. So we have something that may be very important here for you. That could be a birthday. That could be when things start to really hit the fan or start to let go. Even you may find that you're in a lack of control during this time. Another card about control and self-control and lots about control here, which is probably a block of yours. I feel like someone's controlling you. Lack of direction makes one feel powerless. Aggression is the lack of self-control. So if there also could be like I said, more on the line of that like fear concept of you want to do something and other people don't want you to, you don't feel supported by the other people around you. That can make you feel powerless too. So you're feeling like, I don't know what to do because the people aren't really supporting me, and that's making you feel like people aren't there for you. So you have time to start planning goals. That's another card about planning, because Three of Spring says plan your next step. So for now, I think you probably need to plan about what you want to do next too. That's your first thing. Planning, let go of what everyone else thinks about you, but plan how you want to do that. So if you want to create a world, I keep hearing a line that what does it go? A dream is only a dream if you don't. Oh, sorry, it's like no, you need a plan or it's a risk, right? Like if you don't, it's something like that. It's something how the line goes. It's like if you need a plan, so it's not a risk. A decision without knowledge is a risk, but a decision with knowledge and a plan is a plan. Like it's actually could come, and that's what you like as you start to plan, start making these like fresh starts. You're gonna see yourself starting to be in a very completely different place, and you're gonna be overcoming any past codependencies and addictions. And I think that's probably just these codependencies that you're like dealing with these people, and that's why you're being asked to have self-reassurance and gain more control. Release your power by reasserting self-control. Another card about control. Lots about control here for you. You have be spontaneous. Thinking outside the box will bring a unique form. Focusing on the negative will only lead to despair. So yeah, like get out of your head. Start doing things, letting go of this anxious thought, and start putting in this positive thinking and getting out there, doing things more spontaneously. Be creative. Be out there with the Pisces energy, which this one specifically talks about feeling comfortable and imaginative. So getting out there, getting more creative, doing the things you want to do, and get out there. So this says recklessness is the imbalance of oneself caused by excess of self-indulgence. So that has more of that control aspect and lacking of that direction, and really I feeling like maybe things are spiraling out of control. And I feel like that has to do with this, like overcoming this energy thing. That's what you're overcoming, and you're starting to move forward in the direction you need to, because you're overcoming these obstacles by first letting go of the things that no longer really serve you, which is these people who are holding you back. So let's grab some messages. Ancestors, angels, my guides, messages for pile number 1 here. Anything else? Okay, so we're gonna grab, there's a couple piles here with these little guys, so I kind of want to grab a few. So let's see, anything else here, Spirit, for this pile here. Woo, woo, woo. I guess not from this pile, the little guy. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit? Anything else? One more time, one more. Anything else here, Spirit? Anything else here, Spirit, about what's going on? One more time around. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Woo! Okay, what ways you all go? So we have first one, trying to escape from a situation. So yeah, I feel like I was talking about that. Yeah, definitely. Like needing to let go of things, separating yourself from others, focusing on your career. So you may like start focusing a lot on your career, but you also have to take a step back. And I feel like that has to do with you being a perfectionist. So letting go of control issues. You may also have strong control issues that you need to let go of as well. Part of it being like this traditional meaning here, and as well as maybe what you feel like you are expected of, that you may feel like you are expected to be perfect all the time, so you're doing all this extra work and you're burning yourself out. So you don't have to do that. A difficult sacrifice leads to loss. Yeah, you have to sacrifice so much to maintain this like perfect, like the perfection persona. You may be I know some people feel like pressured by their families or even society, feel like to be consistently on this perfect level, and that's maybe where you are, and you need to step back. A strong bond built through understanding, take joy in stability. So yeah, you need to start taking joy in like this things you actually are doing, and that will bring you back to yourself and help you with these feelings that you've been closed off to for quite some time, because you used to feel really abandoned and you used to be afraid of loss if you were to defer from this perfectionist attitude. And you don't have to do that. You could keep moving in the way that you want to without feeling like everyone's against you. And I feel like if you start to do the things you want, you will see the fruits of your labors. And as you do that, people will start to come around and actually like support you more, because they realize like, no, like you know what you're doing, you knew the entire time, and I should have supported you since the beginning. And people are going to apologize to you because they didn't support you in the beginning, and then after you start succeeding, you'll be like on a different level. They'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't support you. And it's because you let these people go and you decided to have faith in yourself and believe in yourself and start to go after things and the opportunities that are presented towards you, and you're to see things starting to change. All right. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope this reading did help you out. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because I do post every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every Monday. So catch me next Monday on my next reading. But thank you for sitting through this reading with me, and I appreciate all of you who do sit through these readings, and I hope they help you out in your day-to-day lives. But I am going to move on to pile number 2. So thank you. Here we are, pile number 2. Thank you for pressing on this reading. If you chose this crystal here, I actually do not know what crystal this is. If you do, like, drop it in the comments, and yeah, and I will figure out more about it. But let's see what's going on in your life. What is blocking you? How do we overcome those blocks? And how do we progress and move forward? So let's see. Let's get some context. We have the 7 of Winter, which does talk about feeling like kind of cheated at time, running away from things, truth. We have another card about success, running away, illusions. Okay. So interestingly enough, lots of major cards here. I feel like you may have felt like just out of the game for a while. You may have definitely felt like you may have made a decision and you don't think it was a proper decision. Like you see some of the successes, but there's some illusions of disparity behind it with the moon card rightly falling afterwards. And since you have this 3 of Sprinter here, gives me this feeling like you're still dissatisfied of the decisions you have made, and you're just feeling like everything is on a pause right now. Even with these 2 cards, there's a sense of needing patience, but also seeing that you're not seeing the full picture here. I feel like with this card, I feel like you are going to get some good news in regards to these decisions you've made. And it's not a real block, but more so this forced rest period that you're going through is actually meant for you to do this internal work because it's meant to help you move forward. But right now, I feel like this news was, you're still going to have to juggle things. This here, I'm being, the sense that you need to achieve balance here and like help out others. So I don't see you reaping rewards either. Okay, I'm gonna get more of these cards. Let's see what's going on. Longing for home. What is your soul calling? I feel like you're just lost right now. You want to do something in your life and you're not really sure. You see like these small forms of success happen, but you're like, I'm not really fully satisfied from it. And it's actually in reality causing you to internalize things, and you're like, I'm not sure what to do. And this is why you have this reach out and this asking others for help kind of card. Is like, you to overcome like this blocking yourself, you do need to get out there, celebrate with friends, even just like going to have fun, because right now you may be very lonely. I feel like, and these 2 cards also like both these women are looking off in the distance, kind of in this feeling of longing. So you may be really at a distance with others right now, and that's what like is causing you to have all these internal moments and feeling like the world's against you. But I feel like you just need to like hang out with people. You are going to receive a call about good news, and that's really good. Or even someone's going to invite you out, and that's going to like help push your morale into something else and something bigger and something better. Let your friends ask you for help. Yeah, your friends are going to contact you to help you get out. Forgiving and learning. You may have had some difficulties with these friends too, where you felt kind of off, or some people may have cheated. Something about gossiping may be important here too. And you may hear a lot of gossip in the circles around you right now, and that's causing you to feel a little bit of friction. And you need to learn to just kind of forgive and let go and move on. I don't think you need to be friends with the people who are gossiping about you though, because there's like the sense of cheating here too, right? 10 of Trees, the Wanderer, the 10 of Lotuses. So, yeah, I feel like people are just jealous of you. Like, yeah, you're successful, even if you don't see it as fully successful, because you may be like really stressed out by other things. You're like may have gotten like a new opportunity presented towards you. You took it, and you're like, great, but you still don't feel fully satisfied. But other people are like jealous of that because they see you in this 10 of like Lotuses and this 10 of Trees phase where like things are really solid and really secure about you, and that's really like maybe causing you this blocks. I think you're just a victim right now of like gossip and things happening around you. Yes, get more information. Into me I see. Yeah, so I definitely think like someone like you're out here, you're winning. I don't think you're, even if you may not feel like you are, like let's say you got a new job opportunity, other people are jealous of you. All right, even if you don't see it, because you're like, I feel like with the intermediate I see, it's like a sense of you're internalizing a lot here, and like you want to get out more and you want to do that, but you don't feel like accepted by others, and that's what's this blocking here, is that like, you don't really see how awesome you are, and you are this person who's able to do all these things, and people are just jealous of you because you're like presented with so many positive traits, so many things that are not holding you down and pushing you in the way that you need to, and people want to know you, people want to get to know you, but I feel like there's a sense of insecurity in yourself because you feel lonely and you feel at a distance from others, and that's like blocking you from making real connections with other people. And you can do that though. I feel like if you reach out and start talking to more people, you'll find yourself in a better place. You may be blocked because if you had bad experiences with friends when you were younger, and now you don't really feel comfortable like making lots of friends because of the things you've dealt with. And you don't want to make like mediocre friendships either. And I feel like there's a sense of like disconnect. You're like, if you're not serious about like being a ride or die, then I don't want you type of thing, energy, which is not a bad energy, but at the same time, you don't have to cut yourself off from others to like put yourself in a different place. Okay, let's see. Let's get a little bit more information. Let's grab some cards. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. How do we like overcome these blocks? How do we overcome these blocks here? How do we overcome these blocks? So we have the Hermit, soul searching. But this is also another card of like loneliness, which is interesting. So we have Strength. We have the Ace, the Five of Wands, Conflict. The Ace of Chalices in reverse. I definitely see that other people are really jealous of you, and you kind of just need to let go of anybody who's toxic. You might want to get new friends, because I feel like you're winning, but other people aren't glad that you're winning, right? And that's really causing people like might be sending like bad energy towards you because of that. And I think you need to protect your energy more, because I don't think you're necessarily being blocked from things. It's just there's a lot of energy heading towards you. Definitely do some cleansing if I were you too. Just like cleanse your energy real quick. You know, sage some trees. I did not just say that. I'm sorry. Do not quote me. But yeah, I think you just need to kind of let go of these people and do your own thing. And people will start to come into your life in more alignment with you too, because you're going to see you to be that. And I think these people are the things that are blocking you. So I see, if you want, let's grab like some additional messages from my other personal deck and like see if we can get more clarity. Because I definitely think you're just being blocked by people. And like you're about to get some good news, and other people are just jealous that you're like leveling up, you're succeeding, you're getting out there. Let's see, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional information here about what's going on in this pile. Additional information about what's going on in this. What the fuck? Sorry. What's happening in this pile. I'm trying not to swear as much. Additional information about what's going on in this pile. Lots. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Yeah, beauty is creative art. Sensuality is harmony amongst nature. And we also have on the other side, communication comes in many forms. So you are receiving a call of some sort. You may even be invited out from some friends. I would go, but do be cautious, because there's someone in that group, maybe a fake friend, and really be trying to get on your nerves. And others are definitely wanting to come out maybe and support you. You probably are going to receive good news in regards to like something here. News worth celebrating announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish, right? So good announcements are something good is going to happen for you, and it's going to cause like other people to like not really be like, you know, be snake a little. We have September, maybe important here. Be grateful. Can reflect on how far you come. Congratulations. So you're definitely getting rewarded for something you've done recently. Like I don't see like a real block here. It's just things are like in divine timing, taking its moments. You know, things don't happen in a day. In the next few days is probably when you'll get this good stuff. But before, you were in some form of delay, which was like a setback. And you were kind of just reevaluating your approach to life and what you wanted. But you're going to see that you're going to have success and victory from overcoming these obstacles. And like, yeah, like things are just going to be fine. And especially over the next few weeks, like you're going to be celebrating these achievements, right? But right now, don't rush. And that's why you're asked to have some divine timing. Allow for things to come as they may. Because you're going to see that these unexpected changes are going to just cause all this disruption and change in your life. Yeah, you're going to have all the success and all these great things. But like I said, that's going to cause some frictions with some friends or some other, even coworkers. You may get a promotion and it's a good thing for you, but like other people are really jealous of you. And that will cause you to feel isolated, right? Feeling isolated and leaving up. Right, and that make you feel all hypersensitive, and make you want to detach, make you want to stop having people be close to you. But don't do that. No to doing that from here. No, be open to collaborating, because it's going to help you with some more changes. So collaborate with other people. Keep getting out there. Keep doing the things you're doing, because you're going to succeed, and it's going to cause jealousy from other people, though. So like. But don't let that jealousy stop you. Don't let other people push you down. There's definitely a sense of people like feeling jealous of you at the end of the day. All right. So let's grab some more decks here. Okay, ancestors, angels, my guides. Additional information here for Okay, additional information about the blocks in this person's life. Additional information. Okay, additional information for the blocks here, Spirit. One more time around. Okay. Anything else? I have a lot of these. Sorry. This is like a really big deck of mine that I personally made, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've been using it in my other readings if you count the other stuff. But I'm okay with taking a lot from these because there's actually a lot of messages here. I think I had like over 200 messages types and there's like 2 on each. So there's like 400 messages. So it's okay if you take a lot, you know? Sometimes a lot comes out, sometimes it doesn't. So I kind of just go with the flow. Anything else here, Spirit, about what's going on here? Woo. Woo, woo. Okay, I guess so. Anything else here, Spirit? And one more time around. Oh, okay, so I guess we'll take all of it. Quite a lot. It's like a mini deck. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess we're gonna split it in half. I don't like that it's a lot, to be honest. But you know what? Whatever. We'll just go through the messages. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so focusing too much on career, stuck between 2 ideas, a negative impact from a lack of cooperation. So yeah, like there's definitely I feel like people aren't going to be jealous of you, so some of them might not cooperate with you sometimes because of how focused you are on your career. Definitely something good in regards to your career is coming soon. Some of you may be suffering from some insomnia, and that's because of this, you've been very worried about what's going on next, especially if you're finding yourself in some weird issues at work because some people are jealous and you're like, I don't really know what to do with this, right? Because you're gaining public recognition and you're following your heart, and that's what people are jealous of, right? Unfinished business in regards to feeling very stressed. You may be stressed because you're dealing with a lot and you still have work to do right now. And you're evaluating the pros and cons of doing all this work, and you're noticing that you're like still like maybe feeling down too. Like I feel like you're putting all the work and you're gonna get the reward, but you're not gonna really like be completely happy with the reward, right? Inspiration for a new idea. Something felt right, but it seems changed before. Yeah, like you may have had a new idea that really got you pushed in another position for work, or even like in your life with friends, and you're like, I'm really inspired to do this, but something about you doing this change in yourself causes other disruptions in your life. You may have tried to get help from others because you've been trying to achieve too many things at once, and you may you've changed for resection time, things are moving forward. Yeah, like you were getting help. Like you were a very cooperative person too. Like even though people are jealous of you, you do reach out. You're very social, I feel, right? You have friends and you ask for help when you need it, and you like do succeed, and you're watching things move forward. But there is like this sense of you doing that, you may see this reward, but you won't feel really good about it, and you need to change that perspective, because you're going to be able to start spending more, because you're going to see this like boost in yourself because you've been going after what you want. A very compassionate connection to your nurturing side. A waste of time, feeling overcommitted and overwhelmed. You may also feel like you're because you're doing so many things, it's corrupting a lot of your time. It's like your sense of value for what you're doing is shifted too, because you're just doing so much work at the end of the day, and even though you're getting help and you're trying to be cooperative, you may still feel overwhelmed because it's a lot of work. But you're trying to do all this work so you can build your experience for what you need to do. But because like you may be overexerting yourself, you feel out of tune. But it's going to have rewards because you're going to have all these other options to keep doing things. But you're going to reject some of these offers, right? Because you're like, you have all these new emotional outlets, you have all these new things coming into play, and you're just like, oh my god, there's a sense you're overwhelmed too, and you're kind of like struggling to see like, okay, what do I put my time into? You're just making also yourself having some form of difficulty of like, okay, I have so much I'm juggling right now, but how do I effectively manage my time? How do I effectively stay persistent in doing the things I want? But also, how do I celebrate myself and give myself the times for self-care that I need to? Some of you may have children, and that's really what's also being a big deal. Like you have to work and take care of your children, and you want to be a great parent, but at the same time, you want to succeed in your job, and it's causing you to be like, I know I have a lot to juggle, and you're maybe feeling overwhelmed. You're getting help with helping your kids, but at the same time, you're also like trying to do all these other things. You are going to have a breakthrough about your future, and I feel like that's the final challenge, actually. So I feel like your final challenge is this breakthrough to moving forward, and ever-changing views lead to different directions. And you're like always changing. I feel like you're always like trying to do new things, and you're always trying to expand your character and keep building on yourself. But that's also a sense of stubbornness too. Like you may have a really over extreme sense of independency as well, where you do have you need this sense of control over your environment to always take the leadership. But because you're always willing to do that, you do see that it brings prosperity, but that causes disharmony amongst other things. Some of you may be feeling bored right now, being devoid of emotion, knowing too much may lead to mental confusion. Yeah, lots about like feeling confused what you need to do too. And okay, I think as a summary for kind of what all this means is like, you are going to receive good news in terms of your career because you've been juggling. Like, you are going to find a reward in that, but like, it may cause disruptions other places in your life, and that's what's going to be hard for you to overcome. You may really need to start asking for help. So let's say you do get a promotion at work and you have kids, you're going to see that you may need to find a new system that helps you out with taking care of your kids and everything, and that might cause some disruptions here and there, but you're going to find a breakthrough with how to deal with that. But some good news is going to cause some form of disruption in your life, and it's going to make you feel overwhelmed and feel like everything's rapidly changing and things are out of your control. But it's all going to come from asking others for help to help get you out of this, help you move forward in the way that you need to, and help you get to the place that is more beneficial for you. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Totally tell me what's going on here. I post every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so catch me on my next reading. But that's all I have for you today. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me, pile number 2. We are going to move on, pile number 3. Thank you for sitting through this reading, and we are going to head right into it to see what is blocking you in your life. How do we overcome these blocks? If you chose this amethyst here, this is your reading. So let's get right into it and see what's going on here. We have the 5 of Spring, which talks about opposing interests, difficulties, life experiences, the Tower card, 2 of Autumn, and we have this 5 of Summer. So interestingly enough, I definitely think that what's blocking you may be just having to, like, no, this is interesting. Because the 5 of Springs, to me, talks about, like, different opinions, seeing things from different perspectives. It can also be a form of conflict. While this life experience card is reminds me of the Tower card, which is about having such changes in your environment, having to have life-changing events happen around you. And I think when I see the 2 of Autumn, I think of juggling multiple things, multitasking. And then there's another 5 here with this 5 of Summer card here, which is a part of a grief card. So I feel like you may have just gone through a really big change in your life, and it's really causing you to have to feel like you're being pulled in all these directions. Okay. Sorry, last week I had a cold. This week I am just getting over this cold, really. I'm a lot better in terms of my voice. But I do here and there have a dry cough. So, whatever. Hopefully I'll be, like, completely better next week. But back to this reading. So, like, there's a sense here that you have a lot of actual things you're dealing with right now. Some of you may be feeling overwhelmed because you may be juggling a lot due to these big changes to your environment. Some of you may have had to move recently, and you're finding yourself struggling carrying things like you used to. Woo. Others of you may be feeling like there's a need. This also talks about letting go. So some of you may have to let go of your situations to be able to move forward into another regard. So trust your intuition here with the trust the niggle. So I think, like, mostly how you'll get over this is by trusting your intuition, trusting yourself to get to the places you need to, and to be able to find success in the places that you need to. Soulmate and passion. Some of you may be getting over a soulmate of some sort, or even like you're having connection with somebody and you're finding yourselves in a conflict right now and having a lot of change between the 2 of you, but you need to trust yourself more in what's going on here. If you believe that this person is of whatever nature they are, do believe that. Do trust yourself more in the decisions you make. You have the Vessel here with 15. The Geomancer, another card about, like, your environment, right? In karma. So some of you may have karma with a particular person that you're dealing with that you're trying to let go of. 8 of Trees, as well as the 6 of Embers here. So another card about letting go. So some of you, what's blocking you may be blocking you in love. Feels more of a love reading, to be honest. and you may be finding conflict with a specific person that you're interested in right now, and you're really confused about how to move forward with this person. You guys do have karma together, and you do have this need to change the environment around you, so you need to trust yourself more. If this person is not treating you in the way you need to, learn to let go. If this person is, you're finding you guys do want to create something together, you may need to change your environment with one another to make it a more solid foundation to see yourself move forward in the better light. We have, the death card here too. So a lot of you may need to let go to enter into this new journey. Some of you really may need to, if things aren't working out now, let go of this person so you guys could both grow on your own. So maybe later in life you guys come back together if you do truly believe that you guys are a soulmates that are meant to be right now. It may not be the right time for you two to be together. And you need to be more assertive about what you want, because right now you're just dealing with karma with one another. And if you do want to have more positive karma down the line, you do need to move on and move forward in your own regard. Tender embrace, another card of passion. So there is a lot of passion here between the two of you, and that may be what's keeping you together. You may be feeling a really strong connection to this person, and you're not really sure of how to move forward. And right now is not the right time for you two to be together, obviously, because of all these dramatic changes. Some of you, these changes don't even have to be like the relationship. It can be like your life right now is going through chaos, or their life is going through chaos, and you guys need time apart to be able to deal with the things you need to. Even if it's like, or even like, if that doesn't resonate for some of you, you guys both may need to like put an end to something in the past to be able to move forward and have more of a strong relationship with one another, because right now the things aren't really working out or not really in alignment with one another. So let's get a little bit more here in terms of what's going on with this person, ancestors, angels, and my guides. What's going on in the situation, a little bit more detail about what's going on in the situation here. A little bit more detail about what's going on in this situation. I didn't really mean that much. But the Hanged Man talks about being see things from under reverse. It can also talk about a delay of some sort too, right? So I feel like maybe right now if things are delayed between you and a specific person, just let them go. And even if you guys do have a strong passion towards one another, maybe time to focus on yourself. You may be another card about intuition. So I think like some of you may not be trusting yourselves right now and what to do next, and I think you guys need to. The Queen of Chalices. Some of you may be very over emotional here. The Queen of Chalices in upright is a really positive card. She's very pretty. She's very benevolent. She's all really in control of her emotions. But in reverse, there's a sense of like feeling out of control of things, feeling like things are slipping through your fingers, not having trust in yourself. And I think that's what you need to let go of here, because that's your block. Because you're having this sense of disharmony here, whether that be with this person or within yourself. And you need to do this internal work to get to where you need to be. You need to take a break and rest from the things around you, maybe being this relationship. Take a more practical approach for quite some time, and maybe even get back to doing more research, getting more down into yourself, because right now this passion and this embrace may not be what is needed, because you need to focus on finding confidence in yourself again, because for a while you may have felt like things were out of your control, that you may not have been able to see things from a full picture and from full perspective, and you may not have done the work to nurture yourself and to become who you need to. So I think right now, even though you may be feeling all this, you need to rest, and you need to take a moment for yourself. You need to put yourself back in the driver's seat, because it's not the right time for you to feel that this distance and this disparity. Especially if it has to be with this person. Trust yourself more. Definitely the main message here is that you need to trust yourself more in what is coming to you. Especially if it has to be in regards to a person. Trust your intuition. Trust your feelings. Trust that things are meant to be when they are meant to be. Let's get some more information here, Spirit, ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional information here. My nose is really itchy. So someone, I don't know why I had to mention that. I just felt like mentioning it. And I don't know, I'm thinking like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Something about Christmas may be important, like even with the December here, something about Christmas, or even the holidays may be very important for you in regards to this person, or even just something for yourself that could be your birthday. We have inner strength is found through both compassion and confidence, and July on the other side, so someone may be a Leo. So let's see. We have second house, what do you value? Your habits are a reflection of your priorities. Libra energy, be careful during times of indecision and manipulation is present. So something about your priorities may be manipulated right now, and and you're needing to really reevaluate that and like end a cycle of some sort, because someone may have been questioning your ethics, your perspective, and they've been manipulating you, and you feel that with this person. It could be like this person has been gaslighting you, and you want to end this cycle right now, especially because you do understand that relationships need fairness, they need partnership, and they need to be on the same level. Someone may be a Pisces or have be born in March. You have Scorpio energy here too, which is about transformation through and allowing things to flow. So things really do need to change, and in order for this, if you want this relation to be better, it definitely in the environment needs to be changed, people's behaviors, and then probably needs to be a discussion if you do want to move forward with this connection. If you just do see that nothing is going to come from this, then allow yourself to let go, end a cycle, and transform into something better so you could find yourself in a better place. So let's grab some extra messages. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, please guide me here about what's going on in these blocks here. How do we overcome these blocks? How do we move forward? Let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? Anything else about these blocks? Anything else? Let's see. Anything else here, Spirit? One more time around. Okay. And then last little bit here. This is a fairly big deck. It's like I think it's like 400 mini messages. I might just like recreate it. Okay, anything else here, Spirit? Really quickly, no. Okay, so let's grab all of this. It's a lot of messages. I don't mind taking a lot of cards. So let's see. Okay, so what ways are we all meant to be? All right, first card. A need to slow down. Consumed with priorities. You may be dealing with a lot of priorities too right now in terms of and needing that change. The environment thing could be like I said, your life is going through a lot right now, and you're seeing like everything's out of control, and you may be really consumed with priorities and charging forth for trying to do all these things. But some of you may need to slow down, taking it a little bit more one step at a time, because you may be feeling very dissatisfied with where things are right now, especially if it has to do with a specific situation like a person. Shift in energy, movement forward. Shift in energy, familiar feeling from the past. A routine proves to be beneficial. An opportunity that fell through because of challenges. So you may have had an opportunity that fell through because of some challenges, and that's what's causing the shift in your environment. But you're going to notice that because you have such a routine and you like to be in this familiar feeling, you might have strong Virgo placements for some reason. I'm feeling that here. And you're going to see that like as you start to find yourself in more prioritizing different things and prioritizing things that make you actually feel satisfied. You're gonna watch things unfold. You may have had some false illusions, but in the past, but you're gonna find yourself having a breakthrough in a really big productive period because of an opportunity that you're gonna take without thinking, but it's gonna be actually lead to a position of security, sense of loss. Awards of the struggle. You may feel though at first that you're like losing something about yourself first, but you're gonna see that there's gonna be a reward in your feelings, especially if you express yourself, right? So little bit of everything else going on here. Some stuff about love. Some of you, it may definitely just be like a relationship that you do see hitting the fan, and you're having to trust yourself on what you need to do next. Others of you, this is going to be like this is like your career, and you having to need better relationships around you to help solidify things, and trusting yourself and doing what's next, and be willing to prioritize the things that you need to help you get out of any blocks and challenges right now. So I think that's all I have for you, pile number 3. It's very simple reading today. But thank you for sitting through this reading with me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what's going on. If this did resonate with you, I love to hear about things. I would love to read about it. So thank you for sitting through this reading with me. I am going to move on to my next collective. I do post every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so do check me out next week. But thank you for sitting through this reading with me. Okay. Let's move on. Pile number 4, me and you. How you're doing? I hope you're having a good day. If you chose this crystal here, I believe this is a clear quartz, like a raw clear quartz. I went mining for this. I don't know, to be honest. But yeah, we are going to move straight into this reading to see what is blocking you and how do you overcome those blocks. So we have this 6 of summer, which is about childhood. Procrastination next, coming up. The 9 of winter. and the 10 of summer. So what may be holding you back is some insecurities from when you were a kid, right? So these nines here, this they feel of like a sense of overthinking, unfound confusion, fear, maybe fear stemming from your childhood, and that's what's really keeping you in this procrastination feeling here. And for you to have this emotional fulfilling life, you need to let go of these feelings in your past and the things that are holding you back. You need to break the chain and the cycle of abuse. If you are want to say that word, I don't really want to say that word, to be honest, but you have to break the chain and the cycles and the ancestral patterns that you were doing. And it's because of these patterns, this is overthinking that you're doing and having, that's keeping you from being where you need to. You may need to rely on a soul family of some sort. These could be friends, these could be actual family members if that's what you would identify with, or even like these people in your past. Unrequited love. Pay attention to the red flags. I feel like you had a lot of red flags happen in your past, and it really gave you this unrequited energy of like what you want and desire. So you may have really procrastinated because of how people put you down in your past, and that caused you to have some form of like PTSD, or even like gives you anxiety now because you don't really believe in yourself. And I feel like you need to start believing in yourself to get to the place you need to be. You need to rely on friends even to help pull you forward. To help you pull you to the place that you need to be, to help you have this sense of creation and this sense of control over your life. Even another 6 of trees, 2 of embers. Yeah, I think you need to start relying on the people around you to get you where you need to. Because in a year from now, you're going to see that your life is full of love, full of excitement, full of passion, as you start to realign yourself with the thing that you want to do. So for you, what's blocking you is like your fears, in your insecurities, your childhood fears, or even and for you should go after what you want. You should put that faith in yourself that you do have the support that you have, and you could build this great big full of experience here, this beautiful cup of love or even emotional contentment. You are destined for it. You can get there. You just need to put yourself in the place that you feel that it is needed. So I think this is a very clear message. I am going to grab more cards to get more details on the situation, but I think this is fairly clear. You're probably in the next year, you in a very different place if you keep positive and keep putting yourself first and getting out of this anxiety and getting out of these feelings of hurt, and trust yourself more that you are on the right path. Break these chains from your past to get to where you need to in your future, to get to the place that really makes you feel emotionally content. Okay, so let's see. Additional messages here, Spirit, about the blocks happening in this person's life. How do we move forward, and how do we move on from these blocks? Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Ooh. Anything else here? Anything else? One more time around. No. Okay. So your own code of ethics is your own path. And I feel like you need to head on your own path. And I think you may have felt that other people weren't supporting of you. Use your knowledge and your thirst and your desire for movement to really fuel you here. You have confidence and compassion are great ways to self-assurance. So be more confident in yourself. Be more willing to move after what you want. I think you need to get over this anxiety. It may be hard. Some of you actually may be diagnosed with really severe anxiety conditions. And it may be you needing to get actual help for you to find that compassion, or go talking to a therapist, or even doing the self-work. I believe in self-care, self-work therapy, doing the shadow work, getting out there, writing in a journal, talking about your feelings. Do that. Definitely. Something about February may be important for you. You're going to see that in the next year, you're going to have lots of changes because you're having an ending to some cycles, because you're having karmic justice happen to you. And you're going to see yourself coming into this really great energy, and you're going to have the time to rest and recuperate and find yourself and put that work. I feel probably hermit energy here of internal self-discovery, moving in the place that you need to, following your own path and your own ethics, definitely going after what you want. You may be going through a perfection year for some of you. So let's get into this and let's get more details. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. Additional information for pile number 4 here about what's happening in their life and what is their blocks and how to overcome their blocks. So this is a pretty big deck. I use it every so often. Let's see, anything else here, Spirit? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Anything else here, Spirit? Okay. Anything else here, Spirit? Okay. So let's go like this. And let's see what's going on, okay? Ooh. So we have embarking on a new journey, a good type of busy. So you're heading on to a new journey. Right now, it could be a new relationship. It could be just a new journey with yourself, or a new relationship for you, something you're pursuing. And you're going to see that you're going to keep busy and it's going to be good, and you're finding yourself in a better place. But what's going to be your challenge is these mental setbacks that you're having. And it's like a pattern for yourself. And it becomes uncomfortable, and then that holds you back from accomplishing the goals that you want to go for. Some of you may lack ambition sometimes, and that leads to unfinished projects because of these anxieties and these fears. So do try to be more conscious of those decisions, because there's a sense of difficulty for yourself because of this lack of self-esteem for you, and you feel stuck. But you could find these harmonious relationships by letting go of fear, letting go of anxiety, letting go of the things that are hurting you in the past, and starting to put your face down and finish those projects. Finish the things that you need, because I think that what's blocking you is these senses of feeling stuck, your own emotional things that are pulling you back, your own anxiety. And you have to be willing to do the work to get out of your own head, of your own anxiety, and move forward. And you can, especially if you just over the next year focus on your self-love, focus on gaining confidence, focus on finding yourself and pushing yourself in the place you need to, and that will help you lead you towards future success. All right, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 4. Thank you for sitting through this reading. I am going to move on to another pile, but thank you. I'll catch me next on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your next reading. But yeah, okay, let's move on. Hi, pile number 5. Sorry, I just finished 4. We are going to see what is happening next for you in your energy, what is blocking you, how do you overcome these blocks and these challenges, and all of that. So let's see, we have Justice here, decisions about your career, Princess, being assertive, 2 of Summer, 6 of Spring. Okay, so your pile, I don't really see like a what's blocking you is like maybe making a decision of some sort. Some of you, it could be definitely just like contracts and legal fees and things that are really just not preventing you from actually physically getting into what you need to. Because I do see achievement here. I do see good news. I do see harmony. There's a sense of like happy news with your career. Wonderful news is on the way. Going after what you want. The good corporation. So I definitely look, lots of positive things are happening towards you. I think right now you may just be, what's blocking you is this justice here. And I don't think it's actually like justice and whatever, but it's more so like the maybe a decision you haven't fully made yet, or a full commitment to something, and that's what's actually blocking you from these achievements. Unbound here with reach freedom be held. So okay, give your relationship a chance. I think you just need to give yourself a chance. I think you've been really stuck about what you want to do next, and you've been very free. You've had this period of rest. You've had this period of healing, or you're going into that now, and it's for you to make a firm decision. And it's not really a block, but it's more so you need this replenishment. So when you make the decision, you're gonna see how quickly things come into your life and how quickly these changes are. Romantic, another harmony, confusion, Pathfinder. Peacock, the 3 of Empress. Yeah, I think you're destined for success. You're destined for harmony, but you just need to find that path first. Some of you need to end like old thinking to get to where you need to next, and I think it's really just needing to give yourself a chance. And you may have not done that, and that's what's holding you back. Just giving yourself a chance to go down the path that you want to, go after the things you need to, because you may have thought things were really unlikely for quite some time. Some of you may have had some health issues that really kept you back before, but you need to kind of awaken the lion to get to where you need to. I'm going to see a little bit more what the unlikely is about. Ancestors, angels, and my guides. What's this unlikely about? What's unlikely? Okay. Okay. So you have death in reverse. So death in reverse talks about letting go, having and resisting change. So you may find yourself in a really strong period of resistance of what you want to do next. And that's what this rest is. And okay, what's holding you back is honestly yourself. At the end of the day, you need to be able to make the decisions to go do the work to go forward. You may be feeling really stuck in this rest period. You may be feeling very distracted about what you want to do next. Some of you may be really reminiscing on your past a lot right now and not really making any firm decisions to move forward. And you need to be able to let that go to improve your own mental health, improve your own self, and start to awaken that lion inside of you and get out there and do the things that you need to do and to start to get on that path. And to do that, like, it's obviously making that decision, right? And I think that's what it is that's blocking you. Is this, you may be finding yourself having an inability to make a decision about what you want to do. And that's what's holding you back. This feeling of that's keeping you bound is that. We're going to grab some from another deck so we get more additional information about what's going on here. Let's just move this out of the way real quick. Ancestors, angels, and my guides, additional information for what's going on here, about what's holding this person back, and how do we move forward. Okay, so we have focusing on the negativity only leads to despair, a lack of inspiration from boredom, as well as your habits. So right now, your habits are reflecting this lack of boredom in yourself, and that's what's holding you back. If you want to move forward, to find expansion, you have to start moving forward. You have to start making those decisions to move forward. You have to start making foundations, making those strong commitments to what makes you bring yourself forward with this fourth house influence. You have to start putting in the manifestations and putting in your work and your logic to get work. Some of you may be like over exceeding in like social aspects as well. Hypocrisy from challenging, meaning tranquility is found through harmonious relationships. You may want to start getting out there, creating connections so you could build yourself a lot better. So some of you may be needing to do that, sign those contracts, getting at those, building partnerships to get to where you need to. If you want to be like an entrepreneur, sometimes it does mean to like build relationships, Networking is super important. Don't rush. You don't have to rush to do everything either. Like, it's about like doing it one step at a time. If it means like, okay, I'm going to build my connections and network more, I'm going to make sure I interact with someone every day that helps you build on this network. Something about June and July, so the summer is going to be very important here, and to help with your habits, building on yourself. Something about April may be important here too. You have transitions. Resisting change will only lead to negative patterns, so just you have to have this change, or you're gonna, so if you find yourself repeating the same things, and you're gonna see that these negative patterns are gonna just lead to more disconnection. So you have to be able to build these connections and to do these networks. You need have closure to your situation. 10th house influence. Be responsible. So yeah, take responsibility for yourself. And I think you need to start doing that. Getting out there, being more courageous, going after the things you want, building the dynamics you need to get to where you want to be, to end up in the place that's going to bring you some sense of security and fulfillment and structure. And that's going to come in time as you do the work to get to where you need to go. All right, so let's grab a little bit more cards from this big deck I have here. It's actually separated into 4. And let's get some additional messages about what's going on here and these blocks and how do you overcome these blocks. Anything else here, Spirit? Anything else here, Spirit? Oh, we don't need all that. And one more time around. Anything else? No, not from there. Just, oh. Woo. Anything else here, Spirit? None. Oh. Okay, one more time around. No. Okay. So, let's grab all these. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So, all upward. Let's see what messages come out. But what are your blocks and your challenges? Okay, so stop worrying, take a breather. Another card about rest. So you've definitely had a lot of rest recently. Some of you may be taking a rest right now. You need to be more resilient towards the situations you're feeling drawn to. because after you maybe feeling like you're doing a lot of work, you're going to be struggling because you're going to receive a lot of good news because the opportunity is going to present itself in a solid offer. Some of you may be resisting an end, like I said, with that other energy of resisting an end, which is, okay, so you do have to go, you should go after your dreams and your desires because it's going to be an exciting challenge and you're going to find some form of acceptance that is going to push you towards that, and you're going to be asked to stay persistent. You're going to be given an opportunity to celebrate with some people that's your friends, but you may not want to be there because in delays, understand the situation, and it's not gonna, yeah, you may not want to be there because it's not the exact way that you thought things were gonna go. Sorry, I think it's getting dark out, so we're gonna use this light a little bit. Okay, so and it may not be exactly what you wanted and the way you got it, and you may be feeling like your real goals on delay, but these little goals are actually meant to bring you good, bring good things into you. You may be taking some impulsive actions soon. And after that, and you may need to slow down for a bit, but you're going to have a breakthrough that will lead to a period of productivity. Struggle to take action. I think you used to struggle to take action, and now you're finding success, and that's the shift in your energy, moving, having a lot of success, but you're going to maybe feel like you're juggling a lot of things. And it may be like a form of commercial success too. Like, for some reason I'm reminding of like a Doja Cat situation, or even like other musicians situation where they find themselves having success, but now they don't have time to do everything else they want to do because they are stuck doing like the promotional aspect of like their job, and they don't even like that. And it's like, yes, I'm successful, but I'm not successful, and I'm not happy with the success right now. And that may be like the type of things that you're going to get, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to really deal with at first. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 5. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me. I hope you overcome these things, and if you do end up being like a commercially successful person, like, yo, let me know how. I aspire to be you. LOL. But thank you for sitting through this reading with me, and I am going to move on to my the rest of my day, I guess, because you are my final collective. Thank you for sitting through this reading with me. I'm super appreciative of all of you who do watch these videos, and thank you. I am going to move on and with my rest of my day, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day here too. Thank you, and all right, bye.